Manchester United, they will have another announcement to celebrate.
Some big breaking news in terms of Manchester United restructuring things above their manager.
Manchester United fans, welcome back to United Pulse TV. Today, we're diving into a developing story that has taken over the football world. Talk about Rúben Amorim's future, whispers surrounding Zinedine Zidane, and a major midfield update that could shape the January transfer window. This is an honest breakdown of the discussions happening around the club right now, what is real, what is exaggerated, and what the fans should genuinely pay attention to. Let's get straight into it. Manchester United have entered another moment of intensity. Not chaos, but evaluation. This is normal for a club that is rebuilding from years of instability. Rúben Amorim came in with a modern idea, clearer patterns of play, structured pressing, and a long-term vision that many supporters admired. But like every manager at an elite club, performance pressure never disappears. Every match, every setback, and every tactical choice is examined closely by fans, journalists, and internal leadership. The recent discussions about Amorim possibly leaving Manchester United didn't just appear out of nowhere. They're connected to the team's recent inconsistency and the rising expectations around the squad. But here is the truth: Amorim is not confirmed to leave. He is not walking away, and the club is not making any panic decisions. What is happening right now is something that happens at almost every major club, a period where results, squad harmony, training intensity, and tactical identity are all evaluated. What fans must understand is this: INEOS is building a long-term football structure. They want a club where the manager, the sporting director, and the recruitment department all operate in full alignment. Amorim fits much of that philosophy, but the Premier League tests you in ways no other league does. It's fast, relentless, emotional, and unforgiving. And that's where the pressure comes in. So why is the Zidane story everywhere right now? Whenever Manchester United face uncertainty, 2 or 3 superstar names begin trending, and Zinedine Zidane is always at the top of that list. Fans love him, pundits respect him, executives admire his calm, elite-level aura. Zidane has proven he can manage egos, win under pressure, build winning dressing rooms, and bring a sense of belief to a club. But here's the important truth: Zidane has not agreed anything with Manchester United. There is no official negotiation happening. There is no confirmation from the club, no announcement, no advance talks. What is happening is external conversation, people discussing possibilities, not realities. And that's the difference fans must understand. Amorim is still Manchester United's manager. Zidane is simply a name being discussed externally because of the respect he commands in the football world. Nothing more. But let's be realistic. In football, rumors don't appear randomly. They appear when there is pressure, when performances are mixed, or when a club is in a reflective moment. Zidane is respected, admired, and viewed as a strong alternative by many observers. But admiration does not mean that a change is happening. It simply means that journalists and football insiders see Zidane as someone who could fit United's image if the situation ever reached that point. But for now, that point has not arrived. Now let's talk about something just as important: the squad. Because sometimes managerial pressure is not always about tactics. It's about personnel. It's about what a manager has, what he lacks, and where the club needs to strengthen. The midfield remains Manchester United's biggest concern. Not because the players are bad, but because the balance is not perfect. United need a midfielder who can dominate physically, keep control, break up transitions, and set the rhythm in big games. A player who can be consistent every week, not just in moments. And that is why the club's recruitment focus for January is heavily pointed toward a midfielder who can complement what Amorim is trying to build. There are 3 main profiles the club is monitoring: a physical defensive midfielder who can bring strength and discipline, a tempo-setting midfielder comfortable under pressure, and a dynamic, energetic midfielder who can press aggressively. This is where the discussion gets more interesting. Amorim has his preferred profile, a midfielder similar to the ones he trusted at Sporting Lisbon. INEOS, on the other hand, want a long-term signing who fits the club's evolving data-driven model and athletic style. So you have 2 smart football ideas trying to merge into one final decision. This doesn't mean conflict. It simply means football negotiations. This happens at every top club in Europe. Scouts have been active, meetings are ongoing, and there is genuine confidence that Manchester United will bring in one important midfielder in January. Real fans don't just watch, they subscribe. Are you one of them? Now, why does this connect to the Amorim story? Because in modern football, transfers reflect alignment. If the club signs a player that matches Amorim's system, it signals trust. If the signing is driven more by the club's model, it emphasizes structure over coach power. Neither option is wrong, but whichever direction they choose will send a message about the project. This is why fans need to watch January closely. The midfield signing could tell us more about the future than any rumor about Zidane. To be clear, Amorim's job is not at immediate risk. The club is not rushing, not panicking, not reacting emotionally. INEOS wants stability. They want long-term development, but they also want intensity, good football, and accountability. And that's where the pressure comes in, not because Amorim is poor, but because United as a club is still transforming. Now here's the part that fans must understand: the coming weeks will shape everything. Performances, unity in the locker room, results on the pitch, and strategic alignment in the transfer window will determine how the club moves forward. If the team improves, stabilizes, and shows stronger consistency, the narrative around Amorim will shift quickly. If the team struggles, external noise will grow louder, and names like Zidane will continue to be part of discussion circles. But nothing is predetermined. What I can say clearly is this: Manchester United are not in chaos. They are in transition, and transitions always bring questions, reactions, and analysis from every corner of the football world. This is normal for a massive club rebuilding under new leadership. So where do things stand? Amorim is still the manager. Zidane is part of outside speculation, not inside planning. The midfield upgrade remains the club's biggest focus. In January will reveal a lot about the direction of the project. Manchester United fans should not panic, but instead stay observant. This is the first real test of the new football structure. The evaluation of the coach, the harmony in the squad, the intentions in the transfer market, all of it will shape the club's next chapter. This is a moment where patience, clarity, and balance matter. And as always, United Pulse TV will bring you updates that respect truth, logic, and the love you have for this club. Manchester United is rebuilding, not collapsing. Evolving, not imploding. And the future will be shaped by the decisions being made right now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for breaking football transfer updates, analysis, and exclusive content on United Pulse TV.